In my experience, drones, paper treasure machines, and fishing machines are completely different from piercing machines, and they are completely different things. Will you be full size? We'll be full code. No, we won't be that GU classmate. We are already familiar with this venue, so after flying a little low, you don't have to worry. The anchor's technology is very good. You are like a drone flying fast and accurate, and then it will be good, and then we fly slowly and harder. It's faster and simpler. It's harder to fly slowly. It flies slowly and is very controllable. Will low-altitude pig passengers will? The low-altitude pig guest hadn't practiced for several days. Brothers, I haven't practiced for several days now. Give it a try. I still want to learn from my pig guests. This action. Okay, bye-bye. I was crooked. I want to learn the flower flying movement. The real intention is on the simulator. Let's briefly familiarize ourselves with the operation first. Practice on the right machine. Our gray classmates. Your question. Take a screenshot and send it to the anchor, and then the words in the background. After the anchor goes off the air. Can I help you adjust it? Bye. Can I help you adjust it? Gray classmates. We don't reduce waste. Waste reduction machines are too cumbersome. Waste reduction machine. Still scrap shoes and scrap children. Every day when I go back, I have to shine my shoes and wipe the plane. Don't let us reduce waste. So are words. There is an iron railing in front of it. If there is no iron railing, in fact, it can be given to everyone. Look at my stabilization technique. Drilling that sewer is enough. But because this is not our land, so we have no way. Go and take other people's things. I won't drill for everyone. Yes, it is Huafei's words. It will be easy to fry chicken. Or S landing. Everyone is interested in wearing the machine. You can follow it in the upper left corner. Then the anchor said here. It is an assembly and maintenance machine. And then we use it. All the equipment words. It's all in the piercing on our homepage. You don't need a baby to open a piercing machine. Not needed. Your certificate. If you want to play the Karma piercing machine, it actually belongs to one. A relatively niche hobby. You want to play? Just play it yourself. No need to take any certificates. The main purpose of that certificate. That is that kind of online resource. It is needed by better talents. Yes to the time traveler. Strictly speaking, it belongs to the model aircraft. No certificate is required for the time being. Unless you want a double beat. Or dry transportation. That certificate may be needed. Or do something else. Low altitude economy. That certificate may be needed. There was no positioning after bombing. We don't have GPS. If you install GPS, it should be okay. Yes, there's a picture of looking for an airplane on the glasses. You can see when your plane is disconnected. Where did the plane land? Don't say how many kilometers, baby. Because it is a different model. The speed is also different. You are like the one we fly now. 1 or 200 kilometers per hour is no problem. And then there are also. Look at the configuration. Just add a budget to you. Then you add a budget to you. 4 or 500 is fine. 3, 4, and 500 are all available. But it's not necessary. This is more than 100. We ordinary people are already taking steps very quickly. It's been a long time. Finally found a large army. Height. If you don't report it, you can only fly 119. Here, it's a kilometer or 2. There is knowledge. As long as you are willing to increase your budget, its parts can be added up. Which is fully charged. Which of you should be charged? Fully charged. Put it in a box. I didn't put it in the box. All. That's with charging. Then you discharge. 2.5 inches without straps. I didn't bring it. I didn't bring 2.5 inches today. It's a bit crazy outside. Very tired today. I swear to answer my classmates. You drop us in the background. Because it has a different configuration. The price is different. You send us your budget. Then we send you a configuration sheet. Good no good. Fly in this house. Now it flies 5 inches. I took it out today. Let me show you. All 5 inches. This positive difference. 5 inches. This positive difference. 2 positive differences. 1 DC. This is an external battery. That's right. It is not plugged in. Plug-in battery. It's a crossing machine. Only kisses yourself. Play manually. It was useless to practice self-kissing. Play the traversal machine. Play manual. Pure manual. In some places it is limited in height. The height limit is 1,119. The new 3 inches. Greenhorn. How old do you want to be? How old are you, baby? I got 5 inches without a novice. Get on the smoke machine. Up to 5 inches is fine. It depends on everyone's hobbies. Because of every plane. It looks different. Right. It depends on everyone's hobbies. Well, brothers like to wear karma. You can always pay attention to it. Likes. The anchor is also a novice wearing a live broadcast. But I've already carried all the pits I need to step on. Brothers, if you have any questions for newbies, you can be a background drop anchor. The anchor will answer any questions. Brothers. No stand. Fully manual, baby. Fully manual. No stand. We played for about half a year. Seven months. This is the picture biography of OU-san. Digital Euro 3 graphic transmission. Yes. What kind of bracket does this piercing machine need? Know what everyone is playing. We are now playing with pure manual babies. If you wear a car, you can have a higher sense of experience when playing purely manually. If you are interested, you can click on it in the upper left corner. If you start ejecting, wait for the baby. Wait for this battery to fly out. Let's show you a catapult start, okay? Everyone on the golden drum clicked Xiao Xin. Xiao Xin pointed to 7,000. Let's show you how to start with a catapult. Start with a catapult of 7,000. Let's take a look at the car piercing machine. 4,500. Playful. It's fun. None. I don't think there's a single boy. You can refuse this karma machine. Girls can't refuse either. SIXS runs a full throttle. Jump 200. Look at your plane. Full throttle cannot break 200. It depends on the discharge rate of your battery and the kV value of your motor. It doesn't matter how many S you give SIXS. It is to give you the discharge rate that depends on your battery. Give the motor. Give the kV value to the motor. Professionalize this knowledge. Let me tell you about it. Maybe everyone has heard the same thing now. Yes, you can land after playing 3.65. About 20 or 30 exploded in 7 months. 20 or 34. Matter 20 or 30 times 100 times. Hundreds of times. Hundreds of times. It was blown up hundreds of times in 7 months. It's not about repairing planes every day. It is on the way to repair the plane. I also learned to repair airplanes. From a novice, he can now repair planes by himself. This is an autonomous traversing machine, baby. Not a set. If you want the same style as the anchor. Later, he became an enemy of us. This is autonomous. What about the charm of the time-traveling machine? It is. The charm of the time-traveling machine lies in this. It can change parts according to its needs. Refit. Then the configuration is different. It belongs to a crossing machine of its own. That's its charm. What about the set? For novices only. Not very cost-effective. It's just that everyone is ever-changing. Playing the time-traveling machine is definitely to play a time-traveling machine of your own. We have a generation of repair traversal machines. We have professional racing coaches here. Assemble an aircraft for everyone. Everyone should know that in the racing arena. When something goes wrong with the plane, the racing coach has to rub the crossing machine with his hands. For example, it takes an hour to rub out a competition-level crossing machine. Is to meet the requirements. That is to say, the installer of the machine. You can trust our technology. For us, we will fix it ourselves. It's your early words. You don't know anything about the wearing machine. You will buy a set. Then slowly I understood. You will buy an autonomous threading machine. Then you wear the karma machine independently. Everyday palm, everyday palm. You go to get someone else to fix it again. Later you found out. Give it to others to repair. Send it back. Plus the time it takes for others to repair. It takes a week or two. You will feel that it is too slow. And then what? You will start to learn to wear karma. Slowly you will cultivate yourself. I will fix it myself. Slowly you will form. He became an all-round warrior. This is a relatively familiar process. Everyone's newbies. You can want the anchor to fly. Or the anchor has this set. You can follow it in the background. DD anchor in the background. After the anchor went off the air, send you the configuration order and price. We played. We don't play with static speed. Static speed. We like this kind of high-definition picture transmission. Don't play with static speed. This is a particularly special Real 3 game. Especially if you go some. Compare the scenic spots with more open scenery. For example, Xinjiang, Inner Mongolia, that attraction in Gansu. Your own artificial eyes. It looks very small. When you put the eye removal machine, fly to the sky, then put on these coercive glasses, you will find, like a bird soaring freely. Words from that perspective. It's exactly the same as the scene in the dream. It's really cool. Would you wear it upside down? Would you wear it upside down? I have a lot of commercial auctions here. It belongs to that kind of flat flight. How much affection is with 5,080? It's already very original. This is Gray. I don't understand what he said. He recalled the question above. If you play with this thing, if you start in the early stage, it is possible. Let's fly this for everyone. Let's start with the catapult. Graphics. We went through the live broadcast room. Why is someone asking about the graphics card? I used it. How many graphics cards do I use? 4,070. How sudden. Fly this one for everyone. Backstage drip bus. This can't get on the car, because it is every spare part. The prices are different. It's your backstage. Send us the budget. We, according to your budget, send you a configuration sheet. And then if you feel which configuration wants to be more configurable, or a little cheaper, we'll adjust it for you. There's no way to get on the bus. For the rest of my life. You're that. You can choose a piece of land for sale, or reverse the field. There is no water. Your plane is out of control. Fall to the ground for selling fields. It has that support cushioning. It won't fall into the water. Your ground is easily broken. 3 opportunities live broadcast. Blood pressure becomes high. You drop me backstage. The anchor will answer any questions. This is not a sentence or two. Can finish. How about in 3 play? Then 3 is very cost effective. Fly boldly. There is a real machine to fly boldly. And 3 is better for wearing glasses. It can wear glasses and wear in 3. But this low-level one can also be used. As long as it is below 600 degrees, it is fine. It can adjust that stationary degree. Is this called catapult start? Don't bounce it. It didn't bounce because of the feet of my rack. Isn't there a print on the foot? Do I use 4 prints to reduce weight? All dismantled. When it was all demolished, it led to the time when I slowly pushed and raised. It will be biased. So there is no way to eject. It will be bad if I mess with myself when the time comes. I dismantled all the prints of the 4 feet. Just to lose weight. Therefore, it is easy to slip and crook when it starts ejective. You will also mention us as our maintenance classmates. There are professional maintenance masters here. You need to send that plane to us. Then we'll fix it for you. Let's take a look at the situation first. You are dripping me in the background now. Let me take a look at the situation of your plane first. Right. If it can be solved for you online, we will solve it for you directly online. That just now. Are you talking about airplanes, baby? Do you mean airplanes in your 4210? To this word. You have 2 sheets. 3 sheets. This is the normal version of OSS. 3 sheets. I want 30 sheets. Wait for us in the background. Classmates, wait for us to go off the air. After the broadcast, we will reply to everyone's questions uniformly. Live now. Wait until the next broadcast. Brave and brave brothers. The air rotates and stops and flies vertically and horizontally. Then he stopped and shook his head. Are these actions okay? Yes. Yes, it's okay. It can be stopped in the air. You see. How much does it cost to repair the motor? Repair the motor. I would suggest if the motor is a loss. Not a particularly expensive motor. The motor is directly replaced with a new one. How many seconds? Because of the repair of the motor. The motor is cheaper. 50, 60, 30, and 40. A little more expensive. More than 100 more expensive ones. Don't be fierce. You send it over again. We'll fix it for you. Yes, if you want it, send it again. We'll send it to you again. Let's talk about the motor if it is not particularly expensive. There is no need to toss like this. You want to come and go by express. There are dozens of them. It has no obstacle avoidance. The traversing aircraft has no obstacle avoidance. Pure manual mode. How to adjust the wet cloth with a large throttle. The big throttle will wet the cloth. It's your motor that can't do it, brothers. It's time to replace the motor. Change it. The traversal machine has all kinds of problems. So, let's talk about your early words. You have to slowly repair the aircraft. How to hit the main bag and the main bag big loop. Come to great glory. There is a background drop on the homepage. What kind of silk is that? What to believe in the baby? This is because there is no way to trail the car. So I can only let everyone drop in the background. Well, you pay attention first. Then the words in the upper left corner. There should be a fan base, baby. You can join our fan base. The words of the second group are not full now. The second group still has a place. I want to ask you. The crossing machine doesn't last long, baby. The duration of the crossing flight is only 5 to 10 minutes. If you want a long battery life, only drones can be full. Yes, or cross the machine to increase the battery. But at the same time increase the capacity of the battery. The weight of the battery is bound to increase. It will also lead to crossing the machine. Reduced mobility and flexibility. It is contrary to the essence of the time-traveling machine. If brothers want to hover, or tug of war, just choose a drone with a FPV module. Want to be flexible and maneuverable. I want to be as free as an eagle bird with a game. Choose the crossing machine. Because the time-traveling machine pays attention to speed and passion. And if it is battery, if it's particularly big, it affects its flexibility. So the battery is generally not very large. So he can't achieve long battery life. I feel like you're because of Hao Sihua. Hao Sihua is because the anchor has been practicing for a long time. He practices for more than 3 or 4 hours a day. He is so. What brand of wearing machine lasts longer than ordinary ones? Look at the battery. The battery life is related to the battery. Piercing machine. The battery capacity is large. He has a long battery life. But at the same time the battery capacity is large. The battery will be larger in size and weight. The wearing machine is very sensitive to weight. After you weigh a lot, the flexibility of your wearing machine will be greatly reduced. You lose the meaning of the time traveler. If you want a long battery life and hover automatic return, want a tug of war, choose a drone with a 4-season module. It's okay, brothers. Don't choose a traversing machine. Your idea is completely wrong. It lies in. We saw that DJ's quality machine yesterday. The one that hits pesticides is called the quality treasure machine. The words of the treasure machine. Its load can reach 120 pounds. Then 150 pounds. There are 60, 70, and 100. The weight of an average adult. It's only so high. It can be in. The sportiness of the drone. The drone is not very flexible. Motility. That is definitely not comparable to wearing a love machine. Drones can't be like birds. Flying around is not so flexible. I'm flying 5-inch brothers now. 5 inches. Put on the battery. Add 2 hydrogen packs to reduce weight. Why are you so smart? But the mobility is reduced again. Does your hydrogen have volume? You plane with 2 things. Is there resistance to flying? Then why not just make a hot air balloon? A big smart baby. A big clever. There is no pretense. Because we have a lot of information about this scene. Also familiar. We've been flying here for a month or 2. If we say that there is a need for long-distance voyages, I'll have a 7-inch machine. The 7-inch machine is equipped with GPS. This aircraft is relatively light. It is particularly light. Probably not much. 110 grams. It uses an autonomous traversing machine. Not Avida, baby. Not Avida. Let me show you. How much power do you use for the high-frequency head? No way. You talk about high-frequency power. I have to give you the power of the high frequency. Turn it down a little. I took a picture the day before yesterday. I drive a 1-watt. I'll have to turn it on a little lower. Words for novices. How to say it? How to say it? I turned it on to 250 milliwatts. What is the charger used for? Power supply? I use an electric pack. Add the battery charger of the traverse machine. Electric pack. Because there is a sun. Not shy. It looks good. Newbies have DJI. What is DJI? DJI is it good for novices to buy DJI FPV? Okay, newbies can buy DJI FPV. It is more suitable for novices. Avata series. I'll change that power. Because the sun is too big. My girl's words. I don't like the sun very much. So I wrapped it in a little salt. Fine number 250. It's all her fault. She hurt me. Words for novices. Avata. Avata just said. Is it an OS? We brought OS Pro today. You see there are 3 planes on the table. What about this one? This one is forked. Black pressed cross. Then OS Pro. This is the positive difference of Apex. OS 3 ship theft. The throughput can be used as a throughput machine. Yes, but you want to choose a larger rack. 7 inches general 7 inches. For use with a large capacity battery. OS 3 OS is in use. Pay now. Does that require a budget? Yes, if you wear luck. You need to meet the battery capacity, signal and GPS automatic return. Only then can it be transported stably. If we talk about outdoor flights, it needs 5 inches. If we talk about the wind of the 3rd level, basically 2.5 inches and 3.5 inches, it won't work. The picture quality is so poor. Because it has a live broadcast half rate and compression. How much does the board control cost? 16s. The price is transparent. You can search for it. Inside our homepage window, it is more than 30 pieces. The picture quality is okay. It's possible. Probably me. The live broadcast half rate is compressed. 3 glasses. With the charging port. Charge all the time. You can use it all the time. If you say you can charge it all the time, the 3 glasses will be used all the time. Because it has its own heat dissipation. It will not overheat. He said that this can be shaken with a low-level shake. Live broadcast. Just seek stability. Level 6 wind. It is unstable. Is it? Not good. The 6th level wind can't be controlled by 5 inches. Level 6 wind. Your 5 inches should be crooked like this. Why do I know? It was because some time ago. I am live broadcasting in my hometown in Hunan. We are on the plains. I broadcast live on a high slope. The weather forecast at that time was for Category 4 winds. The 25 is completely unable to fly. The 25 can no longer take off and land. The aircraft was completely out of control. Level 4 wind. What if it flew 5 inches at that time? It will also be very biased. The plane basically pulled up. Will be blown away by more than 10 meters. Level 6. I don't think 5 inches can fly anymore. Level 6. He said what is the difference between 5 inches and static speed? That's a mistake. Brothers. Racing machines can also be 5 inches. What about ordinary racing machines? They are all about 4 inches in size. 3.5 inches or 4 inches. It is relatively balanced. What about racing machines? As the name suggests, it is mainly used for racing. What about the 5-inch machine? Refers to the size of the rack. Racing machines can too. It also goes up to the size of 5 inches. What about ordinary racing machines? All are 4 inches in size. That is to say, the question you asked. It is equivalent to saying, I have a bottle of water and a bottle of iron, which is delicious. Of course water is drinkable. Iron cannot be drunk. 2 questions are asked. It stands to reason that you are an aerial photographer. Such questions should not be asked. To what you should ask. Static and flower aircraft. Which one is better to fly? Yes, there are 2 kinds. Does the static engine last longer than the boat machine? The static machine will not. Static machine. A battery may die in a minute or 2. The words of the master are tens of seconds. You can fly a battery to the full. And what about drones? It can be done in 30 or 40 minutes. You 25, you dare to fly in the mountains. You are so bold. Yes, if you say wind. If you say that it is empty. In the absence of wind, the 25 can still fly a certain distance. The static speed shot explodes high. It is the performance of the rotational speed. On it twice. Everyone is interested in wearing the machine. You can follow it in the upper left corner. And then we also have a fan base. You can add it. If during the later flight, during the repair process, if you have any questions, can all discuss each other. If you have any questions, you can be a backstage anchor. The anchor is here with a group of repair machines. If everyone is a novice, If you want a road pit piercing machine, it is a novice to do it. I don't understand anything. That happens to be the anchor very patient. Because the anchor is also a novice. You drop me backstage. The anchor will answer any questions. You don't want to shoot mountains and forests. Or flying mountains and forests. You don't fly in the mountains and forests. It's still flying mountains and forests. I don't understand this. I think drones are better. In the case of drones and traversal planes, there are two types. If you want to fly in the mountains and forests, you may also have a drone, because the view is good. Because of drones, if it has a signal in the mountains and forests, it can fly very far. Mountain search. But it can't fly very low. I can't go through the woods. It can only be seen from above. Yes, if you drill into the woods. Or a traversing machine. But if you travel through the plane, it's signal distance. No drone is far away. So if you... What is that? You can carry both. Both are carried on their backs. Yes, if there is a need to find mountains. As long as you look down from above. Drone is recommended. Crossing aircraft is not recommended. I can help you transfer it. Just wait for us to go on the air. This classmate without a tiger. Okay, let's broadcast your brother us. Adjust it for you. This set of anchors is high-end. It's not a high-end match. It's a match. About 60 or 70 sheets are good. If you budget, it depends on the budget. Because of the word of the try, I think it's actually one. A relatively niche hobby. Just fishing. Fishing in wheat. Just fishing with that. How many yards can you fly in 5 inches? How many yards can you fly if you have 5 inches? Depends on your budget. If you plan to. 70 sheets for a 5-inch one. It's budget. Its speed can reach more than 200 miles per hour. Simulate the sum of pictures and numbers. Simulated picture transmission. Generally, only racing machines are playing. Because of its paintings. Just like in the 70s and 80s. The same goes for the TV. It has many, many small snowflakes. If you are looking for picture quality, that analog picture transmission is not playable. But it's cheap. And then the digital picture transmission. It may be relatively expensive. But it's HD. You can take a look at our flight picture. It may be compressed by the live broadcast. There will be a little bit of mush. But you put on these VR glasses. It's super HD. Generally, we sell commercially. The picture biography of Osprey used in commercial auctions. All in super HD. High probability of crossing the rack. Or drones. It depends on your own skills, baby. Depends on your own technology. 25 photos. 25 sheets can form a particularly good plane. Whether it's 5 inches or 7 inches. I think it's enough to go to Euro 4. Is there any recommendation for playing Avatar 2 electric pack? There is no recommended electric package. We don't play Avatar 2 babies. So how many yards can you fly in 5 inches? If it's 5 inches, it depends on the model. If we fly this model, it may only reach 1 or 200 kilometers. But if the record is relatively high, it can reach 4 or 500. Is there any recommendation for playing Avatar power packs? Your Avita battery. And you can't charge it with the electric pack. Play Avita's words. Cannot be charged with an electric pack. My group. It's 1 or 200. 1 or 200. 25 pieces of 5-inch words. It can probably fly to about 108 degrees. 1 or 200. The main character is Maddie. Are Maddie's words. It belongs to a certain step and a certain team. It has no human group. There are no routines. There is a guest table for the answer. It's a little better. Avita is more suitable for children. Play if you want to. Although Avita has its own arbitrary transformation. But it's too crispy. Not as explosive as autonomous. Let me show you. This wheat field. Everyone performs one. To this wheat field. There is a road in the middle. See, we are following the wheat road. Pick up the road and pick up the plane. There is a road in the middle. Do you see it? It's just a bit of a ruin of shoes. Everything else is fine. You really think too highly of us. Message classmates. If we are so powerful, I shouldn't be sitting here. Live broadcast for everyone. It has been picked up a long time ago. Now it is Euro 4 flying. For the 5-inch Euro 4. Euro 4 is pierced. It can be handled through live broadcast. The compression is a little mushy, but actually let you see it in reality, including European picture quality. It can already be auctioned. You can take a look, because its live broadcast is compressed. I will show you the column light next time. I will show you whether it is good. I'm afraid you will get stuck when the time comes. If you look at the railing, you're afraid of getting stuck. Because we broadcast a little longer. That water cave has to be said by countless people every day. Because it has an iron railing in front of it. Let's take a look at it for a while. There was an iron railing blocking it. If it doesn't get in the way, I am really willing to drill it for everyone. But there is no way. Because of this land. That iron railing is also this family. Someone else's. We have no right to touch it. We are not qualified to touch it. No, we are not little OSS. It's OS. Osbro. We didn't buy it if it was us. Osbro's words. It is to broadcast live flights for everyone every day. Or street shooting. Yes, it can be true. You can click on free little stars for everyone. Now the little star has reached 6,000. 6. Yes, brothers, if you have any questions. You can also follow it in the upper left corner. The first anchor in the background. The anchor will answer any questions. Sometimes it's friends. You drill a really slippery slip. Let me show you this iron railing. Always wanted to drill. I'll show you in a moment. There is no iron railing. We'll give it to you. Yes. Good will be like this, old iron. Hands trembled a little. You cut it for me. Is the flight control of the fast wind good? There is no such method. Always the product is being updated. It's not necessarily good. You put it on the ground. Don't give me a chance to go to bath. To this wheat field. Before May Day. It's still green. Now there is a little bit of a golden feeling. Picture boat. Get me a wipe. The picture ship is 500 meters. Do you need an external high-frequency head? The high-frequency head of the picture ship. Isn't the high-frequency head remote-controlled, brother? What you mean is to say, your chart boat can reach a distance of 500 meters. Your remote control needs to be on the high-frequency head, right? Don't put the wheat on it. Who put the wheat on the ground? We are one. People's rare grain. We are a rare grain type with rural huku. Pick up the plane. Pick up the plane. It is also the unpicked wheat that is picked up along the road. We are not kids in the city. We are children in the countryside. He said that he could help him change the increased rotation court. Increase the number of rotating courts. Shanting is a technique, baby. How can this be added? That's right. Words of the court. It's like you are talking to me. You bought a sports car. Do you think you can? In your store. Can you add a bumper? You bought a Ferrari. Then you ask me, can you add a bumper to me? I'm afraid of bumping. Then it loses its meaning. Look at those glasses. If you want to hover. For the piercing machine. It's a bit wasteful. It was originally a free bird. Then you have to give it. Yes, you can brush this program. It can be hovered, but its handling will be worse. It is still recommended that everyone play. That was purely manual. A handful. I see that there are many merchants now. It is already in the process of giving the machine to the industry. Add hover. It's also relatively simple. But I personally think I'm more traditional. That kind of penetrating machine gameplay. The remote control is 16s. Yes, on our homepage. Get on the electricity. Start taking off. Remote control 250 watts approximately. Every day, my brother asks me about the remote control distance. In fact, the remote control distance. Each condition is different. If you say it, I'll tell you about the remote control distance of 250 milliwatts. It can be remotely controlled for 500 meters or 800 meters. But the environment you are in, there is signal interference or braking. You can't control this distance remotely. You will judge mistakes. You might lose your plane. You might think I'm talking nonsense. So before the brothers take off, you put your remote control power. Turn on to 250 milliwatts. You take a piece of electricity and fly slowly. Fly slowly. You test the signal first. Be cautious. See how far you can fly at the bottom. I have it in my heart. Don't listen to others. 5 inches, you have a bad melody in your hand. Take the blow. Belch. Fly a little more cautiously. Everything is dangerous. The circle machine is also quite dangerous. If you are afraid of danger, you are not suitable to play. The father of the circle machine. If you circle the machine, what is pursued is boldness. Filigree. Patience. These 3. Indispensable. Yuanting's words. Everyone suggests. First on that simulator. Practice a little. Let me show you the round court. It's more difficult to choose products. I didn't learn either. This is a drop of slowness. It is more difficult to set the height at a fixed point. Let me show you the selection. Thank you, little stars. Practice more. In fact, there are many technical words. Don't watch others fly so fast. So stable. If you practice more, this technology can also be achieved. You are like a newbie to you. You are just starting to learn to drive. You will find. Oh, why is it so difficult? Why do I keep crashing? The coach scolds me every day. But you'll learn it eventually. As long as you have enough patience, enough time to practice, he can learn it. We don't get stuck on live broadcasts. I'm not stuck here. Are you stuck there? It's not a problem with the net. You have to quit. Let's go back in. I don't get stuck here. Just got started. Power 20 Pro. Will the control be cut off around the building? Maybe. Power 20. It is a small plane in itself. If you go around the building, it depends on what you're in this building. Is there any signal interference between you? Source interference. Sometimes. You might go around this building. It won't break. But you go around another building. It will break. It is interference with your signal. There is a relationship, brothers. Not absolutely. Like remote control discipline. Nor is it absolute. You have to take your time to test it. Let's say you want to go around this building. Then when you first started, don't fall directly. You can test it little by little. At first glance, the signal became very low. Or it's about to break control. Hurry up or turn around. This is the right way. Don't listen to others about whether you can go around it. It depends on the environment you are in. Is there any signal interference? What about signal strength? That's how the brothers decide to go. Don't believe how far others say. Go by yourself. The snow-piercing machine must measure the signal. Measure the signal and then fly. An unfamiliar environment. Take a battery first. Slowly side signals. Let me tell you about it. What is a side signal? Just say, isn't my takeoff point here? I think of that building. Can I fly there? No one can tell me. Can it fly? My first battery. I flew slowly. If we talk about signals, suddenly it became very bad. I quickly turned around and came back. I know about it. The signal can go to any location. This is the side signal. You see me flying forward slowly. Fly forward. Suppose at this time, you will find your signals. It will drop from 60 yards to 40. 20-30 has been falling. You fly forward. You may face the danger of breaking the picture. At this time, we are going to turn around. This is called signal distance. It is because it is not absolute in every place. Signal interference from radio. It will also have an impact on the traversing machine. There are so many of them. The traversal must measure the signal. Warning flight. The new environment in particular. Now my signal is quite full. But my battery voltage. It is no longer enough to support it. I'm flying forward. 3.65. I have to go back. Otherwise, my plane will run out of power halfway through. Can't come back. He said that the SIXS battery telecom was broken. How to repair? Battery. The battery itself is more dangerous. If the battery cell is over-discharged. If you overdo it, you may suggest it. Replace the battery by yourself. In fact, it is very dangerous for novices. You may fry or burn and short-circuit. So it is recommended to replace the battery. Because there is only a little more battery. Not expensive for batteries either. Pursue safety first. The house is not ours. It would be nice if it was our family. Such a good environment, right? What is the headgear? Is it dangerous if the signal of the remote control reaches 100? You have a remote control. The remote control is generally not disconnected. Will hint. People in today's live broadcast room. The brothers are also quite face-saving. This can be recorded on video. You can record it. Euro 4 can record videos. Euro 4's words. It can stuck fork 120 frames of video. What to buy with a remote control? If there is a budget, it is recommended to do it in one step. How to practice hovering. Let me tell you how to practice hovering. One step at a time. By 16. 14. If the anchor answers faster. Everyone didn't hear clearly. You can drip me in the background. Drill excavators. You can drill an excavator. You can grab the chicken arm. Can't drill. Everyone, be careful. Because we give you a show. Drill excavators. Then he returned to the court. Let's take a look at the court. Drill the excavator first. Then the performance is in the court. Good. Thank you for your attention. What's the problem? If the anchor is too late to answer, or the answer is not enough, swipe it a few times. Swipe it a few times. Or a backstage DD anchor. After I went on the air, there are questions to answer. This is called the start of the plate photography. Yo left. It is the baby of Model 2. Electric Model 2. How to wear 5 inches. Now it flies another 5 inches. Now it flies another 5 inches. Let's take a look at the hanging court and the hanging court. If you find a hanging court, it's you who practice hanging court. You can find a reference to the goal. Yes, yes. Now you can drill the bottom method. You look at the left and right hands of the anchor. It is a state that has been fine-tuned. You didn't learn this business machine before. You will feel like you are not moving. So, is this plane not moving? In fact, the principle is not like this. It has been in a state of fine-tuning. Thank you. If you want to practice, practice in the simulator first. After practicing familiarity, go to the heavenly machine. Then find a friend to transfer you to the plane. It's always been like this. The lens is only 18 degrees. It's not very high. Against 20 degrees. Look at me flying. All are facing the ground. My lens angle is not. How many degrees? Depends on your own habits. You want to go to? Yes, if you say you fly fast. I like to pull the rush. The lens angle is a little higher. I feel like we're talking to people about crosstalk. I should go learn crosstalk. In this case, I will be your shed stock. I do the shed terrier. I do the shed terrier. You do a stock. I feel like you don't do it every day. Yeah. Then the crosstalk studio stock. How to bundle it. Words of the simulator. Inside your home window. You buy that 15. Or the 16s. And then the glasses. We bought DJ's 3 glasses. As long as the myopia is below 600 degrees. You can wear it. It can schedule the number. The number of glasses can be scheduled. And then the words of these glasses. It's you use packaging. After the daily flight, wrap it in a wrap. Don't follow the battery. Some other hard things. Put it together. It won't go bad. Then use a dedicated charger. Do not use a regular charger. Buy a better charger. Don't use the kind that is light to the touch. The kind of remote control that costs a few dollars. Chargers for a few bucks. What we say comes from our own lessons. For us, the lesson of rice is for everyone. We used that in the early stage. The charger of his own little apple rushed. Washed out. It cost me a lot of meters. Yes, it's all lessons, brothers. Because of the charger. There are too many minor problems. So, if you have friends around you, or try to find more flying games together, then everyone discusses with each other. This will make progress a little faster. Because it does not mean that you can become proficient in researching and researching by yourself. If you do your own research, divide a lot of food. I have to divide a lot of meters with you. Of course, we will all be careful. Because we are familiar with this venue.